about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So here's an update from yesterday. Now, we told you about Meg Thee Stallion on Instagram Live talking about her situation, not being able to put out new music because of her record label and wanting to renegotiate her deal. Here's what she said as a refresher.
I'm signed to 2 independent labels. 1501 don't want me to put out no music, and it's real crazy because all I did was ask to renegotiate my contract, then it became a big old thing. When I signed, I didn't really know what was in my contract. I was young, I think I was like 20. So when I got with Rock Nation, they was like, do you know that this is in your contract? And I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. No, I didn't know. I'm thinking in my head, oh, well, everybody cool. We all family. It's cool. It's nice. Soon as I said I want to renegotiate my contract, everything went left.
All right, now she has filed a lawsuit and she got a temporary restraining order, so she can put out some music on Friday. They can't block it. They also can't talk about her negatively or attack or abuse her on social media. So that's the deal now. Now, in this lawsuit, she says that 1501 Certified, that's her label, gets 60% of her recording income. She gets the remaining 40%, but she also has to pay for everything like engineers, mixers, artists, everything.
She shouldn't have to pay for that. Usually that comes off the top. So if she signed to a deal, they usually have to take care of studio
excuse me.
But they still recoup it, so it still is coming out of your budget.
If I put it in the contract that you have to pay for your goddamn studio time, you got to pay for your goddamn studio
You're
time.
right.
She also said that
You're right.
all the money from her touring and from her live performances get paid directly to the label, and then they're supposed to give her accounting of what it is, but she hasn't gotten the proper accounting, and everything is purposefully and deceptively vague. She also feels like Jay Prince is being used to intimidate people because Carl Crawford, who owns the label, has a great relationship with him, and there's been some pressure for different things. And she also feels that Jay Prince has helped an online smear campaign against her, including the story that came out recently about her getting arrested 5 years ago. And she said she got a $10,000 advance when she signed. So now she's suing Carl and 1501 Certified Entertainment. She wants at least $1 million in damages, and she wants to renegotiate her contract still.
What is the lawsuit, though? You signed the contract, so what are you actually suing for?
I guess she wants to renegotiate, and she feels like all of those things are unfair.
They don't have to renegotiate. They gave her an option to sign a contract and have an attorney. I mean, if the contract is not right, I think they should do what's right and renegotiate, especially because I'm sure.
Renegotiate for what?
Because you never think
this.
an artist is gonna pop like
She
Megan
hasn't
did.
really popped yet.
She's doing great. Yes, she did.
She hasn't popped yet. Like, you should put a debut album out, sell some records.
It's not about albums now.
Well, she
about
can't put
singles
that
now.
music out until they had her in a stronghold, so she couldn't put the music out.
Do you care about albums now?
But she has had some great top
Doesn't
10
matter no more.
songs and singles out, which is a lot more than most artists have done, and the streaming numbers are great, and she's been touring and doing shows and everything, so she's definitely made some money.
No.
But I will say this, labels usually, right, if an artist does pop like that and the deal wasn't that great at first,
Renegotiate.
they usually will come back
If
and
they
do the
made
right
their money
thing
back, right.
and renegotiate with you because they realize, okay, we didn't anticipate all this, but we want to do the right thing by an artist.
What you just said is very important, Ivy. If they've made their money back
Correct.
and made a whole bunch of extra money on top of that.
But they don't have to though.
They don't have to. No.
They don't have to.
And the most important question is, why are artists still putting themselves in these kind of situations in this era? It's too much information out here. Why don't you got an entertainment lawyer? Stop letting your family and friends look over contracts and hire professionals.
Well, you know what happens is the artist wants that opportunity. At that time, they're not popping. They're not doing anything. They need the help. They'll sign anything to get a little bread
So
to get
hire
their.
an entertainment lawyer. That's
Some people don't have money for
Most
that.
of the time, they would have signed it anyway because they're so thirsty to get on. And then once they get on, they're like, oh, damn, I signed an after deal. You see it all the time.
Well, hire an entertainment lawyer. Stop letting your family and friends look over your contracts. Hire some professionals. Invest in yourself a little bit so you can avoid situations like this.
All right, let's talk about money, more money. Fashion Nova, guess how much they spent on influencer marketing last year?
How much?
More than Megan got for an advance.
Shut up,
$40 million.
That's definitely more than Megan got for an advance.
Now, people are always wondering, like, damn, everybody's advertising Fashion Nova. How's this happening? Well, there you have it. The second most highest company that spent the most on influencer marketing last year was Flat Tummy. They spent $13 million. So that's a huge gap between what the two companies have spent.
I know Flat Tummy was still around.
You know what? Fashion Nova member hit me on my DMs, man. You know what? Fashion Nova, send me some clothes. Well, $40 million? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get the whole 40, but I ain't know this paid
You're
that
definitely
much.
gonna get
If
40
you start
million.
promoting Fashion
But they
Nova,
also
you a
have
hoe,
so
bro.
many influencers.
And the reason I call you a hoe, because you're making too much money to be out here goddamn doing Fashion Nova ads.
And I'm gonna do flat tummy tea. How much flat tummy tea
Oh,
do?
God.
Okay. You do anything, huh?
What else what was number 3?
Dildos.
And if MB start doing...
I set myself up for that one. I
MB
set
start doing
myself.
Fashion Nova ads, him and Caesar gonna start doing Fashion Nova fashion shows.
That's a good idea.
All right, now let's
That's
talk
a
about
great
Mike
idea.
Tyson and his podcast, Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. That's his podcast. And Sugar Ray Leonard stopped by the other day, and there was a moment on there that was very emotional. And that was Mike Tyson talking about how he is scared of who he used to be.
I know the art of fight. I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring. Because that's all I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you believe in me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just, I hate that guy. I'm scared of him.
Some people like violence. Mike Tyson is one of those people who like violence. He just needs an outlet. Like, I don't know, there's no senior league boxing tournaments he can join. I'm saying no senior league UFC stuff.
Maybe.
Like,
But think about that. He's been trained from when he was young, that he studied that. And so, like you said, he was an annihilator. It's what he's been doing. So how do you get out of that?
he just needs some way to put that aggression. That's all. That's what I'm saying. It got to be some senior league boxing tournaments, some senior league UFC tournaments, something. It's somewhere where people his age can go and grapple if they want to grapple.
Or maybe even just training and helping other people train.
That ain't the same. You want to see blood. You want to hurt somebody. You want to hit them.
I don't know. Maybe.
You said what?
No. All right, now
Bare hand hunting.
let's
That's what
discuss
Mike probably wanna
Kobe
do.
Bryant's
Killing deers with his bare hands.
the crash site where Kobe Bryant's helicopter crashed. There were some gruesome photos that people were sharing, and the people that were sharing those photos were 8 deputies. They took photos and they shared photos of Kobe Bryant's helicopter crash site. And Vanessa Bryant was devastated when she found out about this, and she wants the people who were actually showing those photos to be punished. Well, here's what LA County Sheriff Alex Villanueva had to say.
It was such a hard scene dealing with the families firsthand. All 3 families that were there, except for the pilot's family, they were all present, and reassuring them we're doing everything possible, and then to find out, days later that this happened, it's just a sense of betrayal.
How many deputies do you think are involved?
That we know of 8. All photos that we know of that were in the possession of the 8 individuals were deleted. There's only 2 groups of people that should be taking photos. That is the NTSB and then the coroner's office.
All right, it is not a crime,
crazy.
though, for law enforcement to take those pictures, but it's still against department policy. And he said he has apologized to the families.
That's a different level of groupie, bro.
It is.
Are you a different level of groupie if you taking pictures of dead bodies from a helicopter wreckage just to
showing
show
people.
Yeah, that's
My
nasty.
God, bro. What level groupie is
You
that?
should be humiliated.
Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
Yeah, that's some sucker-ish.